Once upon a time, in a quiet mountain village shrouded in morning mist, lived a 30-year-old woman named Ariana. To everyone, she was known for her kindness and gentle heart. But beneath that calm surface, a silent storm raged within her. Her heart was heavy, her mind perpetually noisy. Thoughts of past failures and anxieties about the future wrapped around her like a thick, suffocating fog. Sleep offered no rest, focus was a distant memory, and even the smallest joys seemed to pass her by, unnoticed and unfelt. One evening, while drawing water from the village well, Ariana overheard two travelers whispering. They spoke of a strange old healer, a man who lived far away in a hidden grove of ancient willows. They called him the Willow Hermit. He was once a renowned philosophy teacher at the Royal Academy, but after a devastating personal loss, he had retreated from the world, choosing a life of silent communion with nature. The travelers said he didn't offer advice or easy answers. Instead, he guided people to discover their own inner truth. For the first time in years, a tiny spark of hope flickered within Ariana's weary heart. Maybe, just maybe, this man could help her find the peace she so desperately craved. The very next morning, as the sun began to paint the sky, Ariana packed a small satchel and left her home. Her journey was long and arduous. She walked over rolling hills, crossed streams on rickety wooden bridges, and followed winding forest paths where sunlight dappled the ground like scattered gold coins. After 3 long days, she finally arrived. She found herself in a cool green grove where the wind hummed a soft, ancient melody through the leaves of towering willow trees. There, beside a clear, still pond, stood a tiny hut covered in moss. An old man with flowing silver hair sat just outside, his hands deftly weaving willow branches into a basket. He was the Willow Hermit. Ariana approached him cautiously, her voice barely a whisper. "Master, my mind feels like a storm. I cannot stop thinking. I wish for peace. Will you teach me?" The old man lifted his calm, steady eyes to meet hers and gave a gentle nod. "Come," he said, his voice soft but clear. He led her behind the hut, where bundles of willow branches were neatly stacked. He picked up a hollow, curved piece of willow wood and held it out to her. "This wood is empty within," he explained. "Take it to the pond. Bring it back filled with water. But remember, carry only the water that truly belongs to you." Ariana was completely puzzled. How could a hollow piece of wood possibly hold water? But she trusted his wisdom, bowed her head, and walked toward the pond. She dipped the curved willow piece into the cool water, but as she lifted it, the water instantly slipped out through the open ends. She tried again and again and again. Each time, the result was the same. The water refused to stay. Hours melted away. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of crimson and orange. Exhausted, frustrated, and feeling utterly defeated, Ariana returned to the hut, clutching the empty piece of wood. "Master, I failed," she whispered, her voice heavy with disappointment. "No matter what I did, I couldn't hold any water." The Willow Hermit smiled, a warm, understanding expression on his face. "You cannot fill what is meant to stay empty," he said softly. He took the hollow wood from her and tapped it lightly. "This willow is precious not because of what it keeps, but because of what it releases. It is empty, so the wind can pass through it. It is empty, so it can become a basket or a flute, or whatever life wishes it to be." He looked deep into her eyes, his gaze holding a profound truth. "You attempt to fill your mind exactly like you tried to fill this wood with fears, regrets, and worries. And just like the water, none of it stays. It only drains your strength, leaving you tired and empty." Ariana felt a tremor run through her. The old man placed the willow piece back into her hands. "Make your mind like this with dopin, light and free. Only then can peace enter you." A profound silence settled over the grove, broken only by the whisper of the wind. For the first time, Ariana understood. She had been gripping her anger, her guilt, her fear, as if they were precious treasures she must never lose. But they were never hers to hold in the first place. She whispered, her voice filled with newfound clarity, "Peace comes when the mind is empty." The hermit nodded. "When you release the past, stop forcing the future. Your mind becomes like the hollow willow, clear and open. Only then can life play its music through you. At that very moment, a gentle breeze swept through the willow branches, creating a soft, soothing melody that seemed to affirm his words. For the first time in as long as she could remember, Ariana felt a deep, genuine calm wash over her. The next morning, as sunlight filtered through the canopy of leaves, the hermit gifted her a small willow flute he had carved during the night. "This will remind you to stay empty," he said, "so peace may always find its way in." Ariana bowed deeply, her heart full of gratitude, and began her journey home. She was no longer the same woman who had left her village. Her steps were light, her heart was open. Her mind felt as clear and serene as the quiet pond in the grove. From that day on, whenever worries began to cloud her thoughts, she would hold the little flute, take a deep breath, and remember the hermit's lesson. Peace is not found by holding on. Peace is found by letting go. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more.